Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's set this to public. And save. All right, let me check if that is public. Let's check here. Okay, that is public, nice. Okay, let me sound check. Nice, okay, sound works. All right, so, yeah, in this stream I'm just going to create a, like the title says, a minimalist meadow in Blender. And what I mean by that is I made this little, oh, you can't see, sorry. Forgot, I'm only sharing the Blender. Let me add the image here. All right, yeah, I mean, you've seen the thumbnail. This is the inspiration. I think I will add a few other elements to it as well, like maybe some hiker. I want it to be overall a little darker than this, what I had in the thumbnail. And also I want it to be a little, have a few more elements. I want to keep it minimalistic, but I want to have like some interesting elements because this is a little basic. So, yeah, and you might also be wondering why I'm like streaming now. And the thing is, this is just all I have time for right now, and maybe it's cool, because you know, it's a little more personal, I guess. So, and I will also edit this down into a video once I'm done with the scene. If the scene is good enough, I don't know yet. But yeah, first I want to create a base plane for the ground. And make it 1,000 meters large, apply the scale and increase the view distance a little bit. And now we're gonna subdivide this. And this is also, I've had very little time for Blender the last few weeks, I guess. So this is also going to be a bit my first time using Blender 5.0. So, or actually, like actually using it. I've used it a little bit before then, but yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's make the displacement of the ground a little stronger and also add a camera in here. Like this. All right. This is about the framing, I think, of the reference image. And now let's add in an armature, human. And we can already see that we have the scale is way off. So let's zoom in a little bit here. Let's do this. And yeah, nice. Okay. Then let's reduce the strength. And yeah, once we're done with that, let's here. Let's start with the lighting. Okay, first I'm gonna set the viewport samples to 100 and the render samples to maybe 300. Then add a cube, scale it up to cover the entire scene or most of the scene. Oh, and now I'm gonna save and open a shader editor. And now let's make the atmosphere. So principled volume, view that here, reduce the density, add that together with a shader node with an emission, reduce the strength on that. And this is going to give us a really nice foggy atmosphere type of look. Of course, we're going to have to dial this in, like some green. Let's reduce the strength on this one as well. Yeah, this stream is just testing the waters a little bit, you know, how how it goes, and maybe we'll do this more often because I feel like it could make for some good videos. And yeah. Alright, so that atmosphere is not it right now. Let's try to add I'm gonna try to add an HDRI, or I guess sky texture. But that is not it. We either have to, yeah, let's reduce the sun intensity, but I don't think that is what I should do. Maybe some more environment lighting, because the plan is to have a very ambient lighting, not very not with any directional lighting, really, like just very foggy and stuff. Okay, now I'm gonna, let's see here, add some grass. So to do that, damn it. Oh, Botanique doesn't really work. Okay, let's see what we can do about that. Swear? Okay, I guess that's because I switched to Blender 5.0. Let's install Botanique really quick. Botanique. Sorry. Okay, yeah, Botanique, I forgot. It has that weird, not weird, but what's their add-on called? I forget. Should have it installed. Item. Let's see here. Create. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Blender Market. No, they rebranded to SuperHive, right? Forget. Okay. So, okay, I'm seeing an error here in the. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. Orders. Ngon. Yes, Ngon is the name. Okay. Let me download. Go to downloads. Okay. There it is. And now I can install the add-on, and then we can have access to Botanique and the grass library. Fail to open window. Interesting. Okay, now it works. Okay, Ngon. Save. Let's see if I need to install asset pack. Yeah, okay. Okay, now we should have Ngon here. It's been a while. There it is. There it is. Nice. Okay. But now the search function doesn't work. Whatever. Dimensions. Let's see. Okay. Now grass. Did I select the? No, I didn't. Okay, browse assets. There it is. And let's select some. Yeah, why not this one? Hey, will you be doing some wind simulation for the grass too? Maybe I probably will just add some random wiggle with some displacement, you know, because yeah, I don't know. It's this simulating it is a little too I don't know, difficult, right? I think, but yeah. Quick question: why not put the volume in Word instead of a big cube? I'm new to Blender, sorry if this is a stupid question. No, this is not a stupid question. I actually tried that and it didn't really work, and I think there's some weirdness about it not getting affected by certain light sources if you do that. So that's why I'm not doing that, and the other reason for me is just I've always done it with the cube, except that one time I tried with weld and it was weird and I didn't like it, so now I stopped. And I just use a cube. Well, let's see, I hope, let's see, I want a lot of grass, but I'm also kind of worried about me messing up the stream if I put too much grass. So I'm gonna try only putting the grass close to the camera, and then probably also removing some of the what's it called? Yeah, changing the viewport display of a lot of the grass blades and stuff to be just a box, so that everything runs a little faster. Bounce. Here in viewport display you can set this display as to bounce, and that will speed up your viewport again, even if you have a lot of grass instances. Let's see how that looks. That's not enough by far. I'm kind of scared to increase it right now because I don't really want to risk a crash here. Just try that. Okay, let's see. Okay, I mean we have to see it, I guess. Uh-oh. Brace. Well, yeah, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, okay, so Blender crashed. It probably, yeah. But that's up to me. I'm just putting too many particles. Okay, let's see if we can relaunch that. Okay, here we go. And let's fix the recording. Boom. Okay, we're back. Let's set that to 15 child particles, I guess, and leave it disabled in the viewport for now. And I think the rolling hills part of it isn't strong enough. Okay, that's way too strong. I'm also gonna delete some of the environment that isn't visible to the camera. So I'm pressing the / key here to isolate only what I have selected and only display that. And yeah, so that's a little strong still. I'm also gonna subdivide it because I want to have those smooth rolling hills. Okay, let's see. We still have to do a bunch with the lighting because, you know, I don't like it. So let's add a big area light, increase the power like a lot, I think. And well, maybe before we do that, I'm gonna try and do a test render and do a little comp on it, just to see what we can pull out. Because, you know, it should be a pretty simple scene, and that's also why I chose the concept. I know it's not the most, yeah, it's a pretty easy concept for a scene, and that's because I want to be able to actually complete the scene in this stream and not have to like end it with a incomplete scene. So, okay, immediately I would say that the camera is too low, which is fine, I mean, for a test, but yeah, I know, I'll probably move it up a little bit if I can select the camera. Come on, there it is. Okay, why is my move key? Oh, I'm in local mode. I didn't exit local mode. Okay, that explains it. Okay, now let's re-render that. Hold up. Okay, and then we're gonna do a little work in progress compositing, because for me, I feel like it's always pretty important to do a bit of comp while I'm already like while I'm not done with the scene yet, because it helps me see what I need to do. And right now I know this looks very rough, but I can't really see what needs to be done without the comp, and so I need to do the comp first. Okay. Well, actually I have an old version of my film simulation notebook in here. I need to switch that real quick. Let's see, film, there it is, V1.6, and there it is. A few options. If you're wondering why I have two film emulation node groups, this one only does lens stuff, which this one doesn't do yet, I guess, and that's why I have two film simulation node groups. But it seems this one is broken. Yes, look, the Blender 5 upgrade broke it, so I guess this one's going. Let's see. Okay, we can't have halation right now because that looks pretty stupid. So let's turn it off. Okay. And actually, let's actually do the post-processing before applying the film simulation, because after applying the film simulation you always need a little color grade. Okay, why are my hotkeys not... Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, whatever, ignore. What I'm noticing right now is that I also need a depth pass enabled to do what I wanted to do. So let's actually re-render the scene with a depth pass, because what I want to do is add some more fog using the depth pass. And once I do that, we can go on to tweaking further and maybe checking out the reference to see what needs to be changed and stuff. While I do that, let's see if the stream is still doing good or not. Let's see. Yeah, seems to be doing good. I have a warning that my resolution is mismatched or whatever, but yeah. Should be fine. Okay, here's the render with depth pass. Okay, so let's pass that depth pass through a normalize and I guess denoise it. Then I'm going to mix some color into the original image using the depth pass as a factor, and then I can choose, you know, a color that's a bit strong, and I want the foreground to have a lot less fog. Let's see here to find something that's not too strong. The strong denoising is one trick you can do. Is looks good. Thank you. One trick you can do is enable the mist pass, because the mist pass for some reason has way less noise, but it's a little annoying because you have to set up the depth pass, the mist pass in the world settings here, and then I have to re-render. But as far as I remember, it should have a lot less noise than the depth pass has. So wait, can I not have depth and mist together? That's new. Did it uncheck itself, or did I uncheck it? I don't know. See, now I can have both together. What? I guess I don't know why I unchecked it. Well, okay, let's wait for that render, and then we can do another. We can try to compose it again, because the large amount of noise makes it pretty difficult with the mist pass. So yeah, let's see, mist. Yeah, see, it's a bit less noisy. It's still noisy, but it's better. And let's try to make it a little smoother, because if it's too abrupt, it looks really fake. Let's see. I guess we can try this. And one thing we can do is also increase the brightness here. Oh, that would be way too much. And then multiply the factor a little bit by a lower number to decrease the mixing, and that sometimes yields a better looking result. Okay, we can't quite do this. Let's maybe multiply it by oh no, let's pull this one to the right a little. Yeah, okay, that's getting closer to the fog effect I want. Okay. Yeah. I guess it's really noisy, so I'm gonna have to render it for longer, but that's getting a lot closer to what I want. On top of that, I'm going to now check out how it looks through the film simulation, which is good, but I need to color grade it in order to actually see how it'll look. Another thing is, because I can't use the setup I normally use for lens effects and stuff, I have to still add them, so that'd be some fog glow, some lens distortion, and that would be and that should be set to a value. I think this is too much, and this should be also negative. And the dispersion, I think, has to be positive, if I remember correctly. Yep, okay. So now, what's the next steps? I guess I want to... one more thing we can do to pull out the fogginess of the scene a bit more. And that would be to mix the scene with a blurred version of itself. So let's pull that to the side to have a bit more space and blur this. Size of 20, let's do 20. And this has to be really low, else it looks just kind of weird. Okay, so this is how it looks after, and this is before. Yeah, it looks a little more foggy. I guess I should restrict it to be further back only. Out of curiosity, why do you Blender people always use color ramp instead of curves, coming from a Photoshop user? That's a good question. I don't really know. It's maybe, I don't know. I mean, for me, it feels more intuitive. I think, but there wouldn't really be a reason not to use the curve if you want to. You can save some time with re-rendering if you enable persistence data in performance final render tab. It's below motion blur settings. Hey, that's a good idea. I should do that. I guess I usually I used to be on a 4 GB VRAM card, and so it's kind of a habit not to have it on. But yeah, and even now I sometimes get close. But for this scene, you're totally right. That's a good idea. Okay, what was that? Let's see if the effect here is now a little stronger, or what we should change. To be honest, I don't see it anymore what the effect is, so I think this is better. Let's see, before and after. Yeah, it's a little better, but I think it's a little strong, so let's reduce the blur actually. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to the scene, though no, before I do that, I feel like I have to change the color of the fog a little. It looks okay, but I don't like that. I guess we can pull out a lot of stuff in color grading later, so the colors don't have to be totally on point here, I guess. But this looks sort of nice. We can come back to it though. So, okay, now back in the viewport. It's kind of a shock. I feel like after seeing the composited version, well, the composited version still doesn't look amazing. It's still a lot better than what we have in the viewport. Well, anyways, what I want to do is now add some sort of interesting bit, and maybe decorate the scene a little bit with some rocks, trees, and stuff like that. Let's see. What do we do first? Yeah, let's decorate the environment a little bit first. So, okay. to do that, what I am gonna do is go on Megascans and search some, or what's it, fab.com now, and search some rock models. Hold up, I'm going to switch the browser soon. I just need to log in, or the view soon, so that you can see what I'm choosing. I just need to swap over and log in, because yeah, I don't want to leak anything. So continue, maybe later, and how would the curve how would the curve look like for black and white spectrum? Though in Blender you mostly work with masks which are only black and white, curves are more for RGB spectrum. Yeah, but I mean, you can like choose. You have like C, I think, and RGB, and if you just want black and white changes, then you just don't use the RGB sections of the curve. I don't know if I understood correctly what you meant though. Okay, now let's see. I can switch your view to be a window, which this. Okay. Quixel. There it is. Nope, not Quixel. Plants. Megascans. And maybe add some wrapper with really foggy Meadow like this. That's a good idea. I think that could be good. I'll look into it. I don't know yet. Maybe. It wasn't in the original concept, but it could be a good fit. Okay, let's search some rocks. And can I somehow sort by whatever. Okay, some mossy rocks, that's nice. Mossy rocks. These scans will go nice, I think, with the look. Right now the scene still does look a little fake and non-realistic, so we have to see if we can change that. But we'll take it step by step. Maybe we are missing some grass variation. That could be it too. Some black rocks could go good with the scene, like have some pops of color. Let's see. Nah, that's fine. We can download this, GLB and low quality. I always go with low quality because I don't need anything else most of the time. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, GLB, low quality again. Yep. And I'm choosing GLB, by the way, because it is packaged with the textures, and I don't have to import them separately. And yeah, low quality, as mentioned. I feel like I don't really need more most of the time. So yeah. Okay, so that's them. And now let me switch your view back to Blender. Window. And there it is. Okay. Now let's import. Now I'm gonna import all of the 3D scans. Let's maybe switch out of rendered view. I don't wanna risk anything. There it is. Today, import, and there they are. Annoyingly, I have to kind of clean all of them up still, which is parent and keep transformation, and now I need to delete all of these little things. Let's maybe hide, and now I can just delete all of those. Go back to the, whoops, okay, whatever, that works. Place that back into a collection, rocks, oh. Whoa. Still not fully used to Blender 5.0 because it broke some of, or not broke, but changed some of the quick actions, I guess. Like previously it was like move to, now it works, I guess. Maybe it didn't work, maybe it didn't change and I was just did something wrong. Anyways, we can do curve on brightness. Okay, you just responded. Yeah, yeah, Groovy is just way easier than FBX. It's just FBX is like a little annoying in comparison. But yeah. Okay, let's place them. I could scatter them, but maybe not. Maybe I don't wanna really give up the manual control or whatever. I can, you know. Let's see. Okay, if I can select the rock I want, and maybe I should be doing this in rendered views. So let's do that with a small amount of grass because, well, let's see if the grass being enabled slows me down too much, and it does. So yeah, okay, whatever. Then it's fine. It would have been nice just to see what I'm doing better, but I guess not. Okay, I guess with me just randomly placing them down here, I could also just scatter them, which, yeah, let's do that. Okay, here, I would prefer to use geometry nodes in this case, but the problem I have with this is that if you have a particle system on top of geometry nodes, I think the particle system doesn't show up anymore, and because I'm using the Botanique particle system, I don't want to redo it, so I have to use a particle system for the rocks as well. Rocks to scatter. I'm placing these in a different collection because I need to rotate them on the y-axis. Let's disable that. And rocks to scatter. There, fixed. Let's see if we can have to fix the scale, which we do, yes. Increase the object scale here. Okay. Whoa, it's going a little slow. And scale randomness, let's do 0.5. Advanced, then rotation, and switch the rotation to global Z, I think. Or I guess we could keep it at normal. Nah, let's keep it at global Z. Random phase 1, randomize 2. Okay, more randomness is good. Let's also randomize, increase it to 0.01 because the bottom of the 3D scans is hollow a lot of the time, so I don't want to risk you seeing the underside of it, I guess. Okay, let's change the size, the amount to 200, 300, and some of them have are only half scans, so let's see which one that would be. So I can delete it, this one, because yeah, I don't want us to see into the 3D scans. Okay, let's do a different another test render, and yeah, let's see, and then we can check how that works with the comp we did. Yeah, okay. Okay, I mean that's better, I think. Maybe we need some moss on the rocks. I also feel like the grass is a little mismatched here, so we'll have to fix that. And to be honest, the comp, yeah, the fog is too strong, I think. So let's see if we can reduce it. Yeah, maybe like this. It could be that we also have to check out how the scene will grade in the future, like how the scene will do with the color grade. but looks pretty alien in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. It's so green, but I hope that the color grade will fix that. Whoa. I feel like the fog should taper off high into the sky. Yeah, maybe we can try that, I guess. So interesting. Yeah, maybe we can try it. I don't know. Oh, more fog at the surface. I see what you're saying. I think let's add some. We can add some ground fog. That's a good idea. And then let it taper off as we get higher, and then I don't know if this is exactly what you meant, but it's a good idea either way. So let's make it a little more irregular with a noise texture and plug that into the volume. Gotta head out now, but super excited to see what you come up with. Thank you so much for having the stream. No problem. I'm glad you like it. Okay, let's plug the object coordinate into the strength, which will look weird at first, but let's separate x by z, y, z. I think z is the one we're searching for. Let's switch to side view because I need to analyze this. Map range from x to, well, let's isolate this. I feel like the scale isn't applied. It is applied. Well, what? Why do I have to go from like 100 then? That screams like weird scale. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, it's inverted. So 0.2 to O. What's happening? What is happening? What? Oh, I think I'm getting confused by the increased brightness of the emission or whatever. What am I? Oh, whoa. Okay, so I was just confused by the increased brightness, so that's why I'm getting so confused by this. Okay, nice. Oh snap! You stream now. Yeah, it's it's an experiment. I'll see how it goes. I'll try to edit this down into a video as well. I'll see how good that video will be, or if I like it. But yeah, I plan to do this a bit more often if it goes well, and yeah, because it's more direct and easier to do than do a video directly. You know, videos. I don't really have a time for the type of video I usually do, but right now. But yeah, but I think this is a nice way to keep the channel going, I guess. So let's see if I want to make it too blue because, yeah, as mentioned or as someone noted, it did look a little alien, which is very true. I guess I'll have to see the color grading stuff shortly, but before I do that, what we can do is right now the fog is like a really doesn't look very natural, and I think one part of it is that it's very non-random. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, one way we can sort of make it look more natural and wispy is by displacing or mixing the coordinates that we're using for the fall off of the fog with the color output of a noise texture, setting the mix to linear light, and and sort of messing up the coordinates a little that way, and it should become a lot more irregular. Unfortunately, I don't see that effect right now, which isn't great. Let's see here. Oh, what? Okay, where? Huh? Okay, let's. I guess it's using UV coordinates, and okay, something like this should be better. Let's see. Okay, we are using. Okay. Let's see. Not really the change I envisioned here, but what's going on there? What do I do? Wait, huh? I'm kind of confused right now why this doesn't have the effect I want it to, but I guess I can just sort of help it along with this, which I guess I don't like how that looks, so maybe I'm gonna reduce the scale of this, or maybe remove it entirely, and this should work. So I'm confused why it doesn't, or maybe it does and just doesn't have as big of an effect as I wanted it to. Let's see. Oh, clamp factor, of course. Okay, now it should absolutely. Okay, now it's doing it. Because you have to increase the factor beyond 1 for this to do anything. See, now that's the wispiness I was talking about. Okay, nice. Okay, now we have to decrease the scale a little, like that. That's what I'm talking about. Finally. Okay. Okay, I was wondering why that didn't work. Okay, let's see. I know the comp looks a little alien. Yeah, I agree. Or looks a little weird, a little bright, a little unnatural. So I'll be trying to fix that as well. I don't know really how. Maybe I'll have to remove the compositing again and then redo it. But yeah. Okay. Okay, the render is taking a little, but it's a lot of grass and stuff. So yeah, maybe after this version we can try to do a version with the color grade, because I'd be interested to see what that changes, what that does. You know, maybe that'll fix some stuff. I don't know. If it were to start rendering, that would be amazing. Please, okay, let's stop that render. Okay. I'm gonna close Blender. Maybe I have to disable persistent data again, because sometimes that's the cause, and that's also a reason why I don't sometimes don't enable it. Let's see. Window, Blender, there it is, and I guess we could leave it enabled, but whatever, it'll load fast enough, I think. Let's see if this works, or if I was just being impatient. Okay, come on. Okay. I think it was the persistent data. It could have been. Okay, this looks yeah, a little rough, I guess. Still, we can actually cancel that render, because yeah, the fog here. Or I guess we could view it with the comp. Well, I should have let it finish. I'm stupid. Okay, whatever. We're gonna re-render it. But the fog in the distance does seem a little strong. Okay. Well, I gotta wait on the render again. So, yep. Okay, almost done. Let's maybe, well, it's almost done. I can wait for it. Let's open up Resolve, maybe. Wait, I have to do some command to open up Resolve. Ah, no, it's done. Okay, let's see. Yep, it's still too strong with the comp. Okay, so that was a little pointless, but whatever. Let's see, multiply the strength here by 2 maybe by 0.4, and maybe we can add that together with a, what's it, principal volume. Like this, and then also plug it into the density there. That could be good, yeah. And maybe increase the height of that. And also 1.5. Let's increase the height. Okay, that could be nice. I feel like now if we render again and then that's just the process, I guess. Maybe while it's rendering we can search a 3D model of some guy doing some explorer guy, because yeah, I feel like, let's see, let me switch you to see the, what's it, the sketchup here. All right. What's it? Explorer. Downloadable licenses. And okay, we could do this one. I've used this one a few times before. So my idea is like that some guy is like walking around with a headlamp or something, and you see like the beam, and that should be the focal element. But let's actually return to that search shortly, because the render is done, and so we can focus on this again. So, and yeah, I will admit it looks really fake. So let's see what we can do about that. Let's view the raw render. And the raw render doesn't look too hot as well. So I think what we should do is reduce the fog a little. And what's that? Okay, and color grade, yes. So, okay, fog, lens simulation, and maybe let's use Ectar 100, or maybe Portra 400 was not. Yeah, I think Portra 400 should be the one, I guess. So that those guys in yellow hazmat suits from Backrooms would look cool in it. I have kind of liminal spaces vibe with flashlights. That could be cool. I know which ones you're talking about. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe. I don't know if I want to go there, but yeah, that's worth a try for sure. Could look very cool. Okay. Yeah, right. Now I have to open up Resolve, which, you know, let's see. Ah, there it is. I was just worried I wouldn't find the command for it, because sometimes on Linux that's a little, Resolve is a little weird on Linux. Doesn't support a lot of stuff, but yeah, that's why I switched to Windows to edit videos, not usually, but for color grades it's good on Linux as well, so let's do that. Okay, okay, let's first do the white balance and then do the tint. But of course we have to be careful because we have to select something that should be white which is this area here. Then press Shift H to only view that, and let's adjust the temp. The tint, temp it once again. Think that's good. And then now we can do the gain, lift, and to be honest, I don't like that at all. I don't like it. Okay. So I guess what do I do now? Maybe play with this. Okay, let's remove this as an element and just experiment with this. Maybe it's too blue. Maybe I should only use white. Saturation. And for this one too, only white. And that could be good for the background lighting. It could also be that. Nah. Okay. Maybe. Okay, that's good that the background puts the only Whoa. What's going on? Something's going on with the stream. Is it? Well, I think I didn't switch back to what I was seeing. Sorry about that. Yep. Okay. Now it's back. So. Okay. I think with this we should actually be able to do something good in compositing. But yeah, for that we first have to re-render. Okay. So, yep. While we do that, let's continue searching for a character, or I guess, yeah, no, let's do that. Sketch fab. There it is. And this explorer, yep, this explorer guy is good, but let's search for like hazmat suit, which okay, I see the vision definitely. That could be nice. I do wonder what it implies about the could be nice and creepy, yeah. We'll just try it and see how it looks. I'll also download this guy though, because I've used him before in like an Arctic scene. I think I've used him several times actually. So okay, now let's switch back to Blender and see. Share, there it is. And okay, let's just walk through the whole comp and see where we go wrong, I guess. I think this is where we go wrong. So let's just desaturate that a lot. Yeah, and reduce the effect. I think it's just too strong. You want to make a Death Stranding like scene? That wasn't my idea, but you're right that it is kind of looking like it. But yeah, I mean, the inspiration is just some image I saw on Pinterest, to be honest, which I liked. But you don't know, it does look like Death Stranding, if I remember correctly. Okay, I think the blur is not helping here in this scene. Oh, and we don't have depth of field enabled, which is, I think, part of what's making it look non-realistic right now. Okay, let me actually blow my nose real quick. Okay. Wait, is the audio still working? Cause okay, yep, it is. Cause I like it though, it's looking better. Nice, nice. Thanks. I agree. It's starting to look a little less fake. But I still think the depth of field is important because, and actually let me import the hazmat suit guy, because then we have something to focus on, not the Arctic Explorer guy. Import GLB. What am I stupid? Okay. There it is. Hazmat suit. Big. Okay. This size, I guess. I mean, what's going on here? What's okay. Let's see. I guess I have to unparent. From my testing, using soft instead of blur works better. Okay, nice. Okay, maybe I'll try that. For me, the blur was like to get a more foggy vibe, but so yeah, I'll try shortly. Okay, parent and keep transformation. Can I? What is going on with this model though? What is going on? That's so broken. Yeah. Okay, let's use the Arctic Explorer guy, I guess. For now. Maybe we'll maybe I'll switch back to a hazmat suit person. But I just want to stand in right now to focus on. I think he's pretty large as well. So let's see. Yeah, 4 meters. So let's see. About, yeah, still a little big, but okay, that works. Okay, like this, like. I don't know where I want to place him yet. This could be an idea, or coming towards us, but for now I'm gonna just place him here and we'll see what happens. Let's see. Okay. I like that. I mean, not necessarily his position, but just having a focal point is nice. So now we have to re-render, and yep, that's just how it is. Let's see real quick what if I can see. Okay. I do have some warning in YouTube Studio. I don't know. With the stream, I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. No good. Okay, I think the grass is too big, and I also think we should swap the type of grass. But before we do that, I want to, yeah, just check how this one comps and grades. Yeah. And the top part of the image still feels a little empty as well. Maybe we should add some sort of sky there. Okay. Comp, please. Okay. Distortion. Yeah, it's fine. I should reduce the grain. I don't know why it's at 0.5 grain strength. That's way too strong. Yep, alright, let's save that and go back to Resolve, which I am going to switch now. DaVinci Resolve, there it is, and import our new Render. Boom. Let's see. Oh, okay, now we're way too pink. Okay, let's regrade it, I guess. Boom, 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 boom. This one we want to be white. So, just not too... Let's just be fast and loose here, because... Okay. Like this. It's a little yellow, to be honest. I think I want it a little more blue. What is... contrast. Contrast is also nice. We can try see that. I'm not sure about this. I think the saturation is a little high for what I want. Oh, I think reducing the saturation is actually a good move. Here. This line here is still a little annoying. It's from the fog. Meadow thing. That's the name. Okay, let's reduce the brightness of the fog, I guess. Here, okay. And yeah, maybe that'll help. But yeah, that's, I feel like... Okay, maybe let's just only reduce the brightness of the emission thing. Wait, okay. And what else? Okay, for visual interest we could... Well, let's check out the reference, I guess, one more time. Which, let me add it here. Image, where do I have it? Here it is, I guess. There it is. Okay, so what do I see? So we have that green stuff as well. Yeah, the grass type is just, I feel like the grass is really not doing the scene favors right now. It's good grass, it just doesn't fit. Let's see. Particle systems. Which one do we choose? I want like a very short one. This one, I guess. I think this one could be nice. Hide it in the viewport. This and let's see. That seems like okay. I just thought that the seed was the number of particles, which is wrong, of course, but it just gave me a little scare. Okay. Interpolate it. Let's do 1 here and 15 in the render. And yeah, I guess let's just try it out. So yeah, while we do that, I'm going to continue searching for a hazmat guy. Wait, let me not share the wrong browser window here. Selector window, Sketchfab. All right. Okay. So I actually liked the hazmat suit we had. Let's see if we can download it in a different format, because maybe that's why it was broken. But yeah. From listening to the computer, I think the render's done based on the fan speed. Okay. I feel like this is better, but I don't know. I don't like it still. Oof. Okay. Okay. Let's let me select that guy. Char. Okay. Hey. Okay. Oh. Okay. No. That's just adjustment time to Blender 5. base soil. And yeah, I think we need more particles, first of all. Also think we need, what do we need? We need visual interest. We just need something interesting, I feel like. It's a little bland. And the grass is also a little... Okay, I'm in the stage of the scene which always happens where you're somewhere, but you're not somewhere you want to be, but you don't really know what to do. So that's where I am right now. So what do I do? I'm just gonna mute the film simulation for now, because I feel like it's not really helping right now. I mean, it is helping, but I need to grade it, so you know. Okay. I also need to start thinking about the animations soon, because, well, let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Maybe instead of a character, which I know, you know, I'm changing the plan here, but I did think about some visually interesting things I could add to the scene, because the concept I chose is a little boring. And one of my ideas was like a house also in the very distance, like you almost don't see it behind the fog with the lights on, which would be maybe a nice contrast between like the outside and the inside of the house. That's still an idea that I could do. I feel like I should also deviate a little bit from the scene I chose to do. Let's see, view layer, noisy image. I don't know, something just screams fake. And I don't like it. What is that? What can I do? Let's try just grading this raw render thing and not the... Maybe that'll be better. Or it still has some compositing, but not all compositing. Whoa, what am I doing? Regi resolve, there it is. And 3, import that. And here we go. Let's see what we can do to grade this. Because I feel like okay, reduce desaturation for sure. Maybe even further. Yeah, like that. Pivot here, no pivot there. Guess that options that way. The contrast. Okay. What's going on here? So, that is looking okay. I do wonder what I have to do to make it look good though. Let's see. Like this very close area is looking good, but then okay, let's add some dead trees and also some... Okay, let me switch to Blender. I have a plan, I think, because now I don't know, it feels a little meh. So yeah, let's add some trees, birch, beech, more birch, small birch, oak, and maybe that's it for now. And then Let me see. Where all the... Oh, there they are. Okay. Trees. Oh, guys. Oh my. I don't like. I like that it's a little slower to add stuff to a collection now on Blender 5. I really like that because it makes it so that it's just an extra click, which previously you could just press M, hit enter, and not even that. You could click M and then just start typing your new collection name if you wanted to make a new collection, and that would be it. But now you would have, it's a little more clicks, which is fine. But okay, these are my trees, by the way, that I made. What I'm doing is I'm always right now I need to disable the leaves and stuff, but what I'm always doing is I'm applying the geometry nodes modifier, because as you can see, the geometry nodes modifier is a little slow, but once you apply it, the trees are much faster. Have you seen the latest Mission Impossible? Tom Cruise had a diving suit with very nice lighting on it. I think something like this could look nice in your Meadow. Oh, by the way, you might disagree. I haven't actually no, I don't. I haven't seen the newest. I'll look it up though. Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise, diving suit. Yeah, diving suit. Let's see. Okay. Could I don't know if I'm looking at the right thing. Let's just do my display for now. Here. Yeah. I mean, let's see. Could be good, yeah. I am, or are you talking about this? I am thinking about not even having a character in there. Yeah. Hey Mayak. Yeah, I recognize you. I don't know. I think didn't your like Discord get hacked? I don't know. It kind of went silent. Okay, well, trees. Let's get to them with particle system. Boom. Here. Do advanced rotation. Global Z. Yeah. Oh yeah, not active on Discord. Okay, that explains it. Because I thought you got hacked because like there was like a weird phishing message. Yeah. Well. Collection trees. Object rotation. I'm a VFX supervisor artist in the industry now. Worked on 4 movies. Oh my, awesome! That's awesome. Sick. Congrats. Okay, let me rotate those trees so they're right side up, and let me also fix that scale. Gotta go for now. We'll catch up to you Discord scene, brother. Awesome. Looking forward to that. Good luck with the stream. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Right, let's fix that scale. That's way too big. Let's reduce the number of particles because, like, yeah, scale looks about correct, yeah. All right, let's go back to 100. No, that's too many, I guess. Or is it? Let's see. I want it to be like sparse enough, but not too dense. And let's see. I am kind of in that stage where I don't. Where not that much is happening, as you've probably noticed. Like, I mean, unless we log in on a good thing now, which this is good. I like this a lot. I think this is what this was missing. Let's increase the number of particles. And I'm also going to, yeah, okay, well, let's play around with the seed a little. This is something, though the resolution of the trees, I should have increased it further to do this. Maybe I should weight paint them to only be a little more in the distance. This is also a look. If we zoom in a little, I think this could be nice. And I also want some trees, like, no, I want to see this one still. Let's zoom out. Like this, all right. Okay, let's wait for the save. Jesus. I think I have some cleanup to do on the file here, because it got heavy. Oh yeah. Okay, now it should be better. And exit render mode and also hide those trees, because trees are heavy, as always. Okay, I'm gonna add a plane, scale it up. Okay, scale it down, because I want to add like a row of trees that blocks our view of the infinite emptiness of the world, 3D world. Let's see. Okay. And select our tree particle system, which I'll name trees. See, trees. Boom. Let's see. Let's just see. Hide those in the viewport and have more trees there, because it has to be actually blocking the view. And let's give that a render and let's see what it looks like. So, yeah. While that is rendering, let's search for some sort of, let's search for a house, because I don't know if we'll get to the character house, I guess. Well, what if we do this one? Because I want to finish up the scene here soon, I think. Let's see. Whoa. Okay, okay, I know this house looks pretty cartoonish, but it could be the exact right fit. And I think it'll be hidden enough in the fog that it should be fine. Okay. Well, let me actually go here in OBS, select Blender real quick, because I don't want to Whoa. Okay, everything's freezing up right now. Hope stream will not crash. Let me close some tabs. Okay. This is going in a direction I like. However, the wall of trees in the distance isn't quite blocking the view enough yet. And something is still screaming. Something isn't too awesome. We'll have to keep in mind it's been a while since I've been busy, so I haven't used Blender too much. So that's also part of the reason for the stream. So yeah, let's see. Let's wait for the denoiser and come on, do the thing. What's going on? Okay, so okay, that's fine. Okay, I'll import the house model. Downloads. Hope it downloaded. There it is. Okay, okay, that's a 500,000 triangle, so it's a little heavy. Let's see. Okay, that's not good. Amazing. Sure hope that that it imports okay. Well, so that's a bit annoying. Okay, then I'll just close it. That's fine. Think that's gonna be faster than what we're doing right now. Yeah. There it is. Blender, cancel, main. Let's import. Please. Okay. Import, GLB, downloads, and come on. Bro. Dude. Okay. So okay, we'll make an empty scene. We'll import the house there, and then once we do that, we can simplify it and then import it into the proper scene, because the proper scene, I guess, is too heavy or whatever. Delete file, import GLB, please work. Fantasy house with interior. Please import. Please. God. Oh no. I like that. I guess we have to wait, which I don't like. While that is doing that, we could also search for an alternative house that isn't as heavy to import, because right now Blender is just freezing up if I try to import the house. So yeah, maybe I should specify like creepy house, or like the direction that's going. Maybe just house. Let's just see what we can find. And maybe it'll import fine as well. So this one could be a value, but okay. Oh no, it's paid. I mean, I'll run a. Okay, this could be nice. This one could be nice. And only 83,000 triangles. Much better than the one we have. Let's do the 2K, because the 2K version. I think we got the... Okay, yeah. It's still frozen, by the way. I mean, Blender is. So let me quit it and open a new Blender window here and import the model. Okay. File, import GLB, downloads. Scroll down to the thing, medieval house. Nice. Awesome. Finally. This one works. Good. Okay, where is it now? This one, I guess. Okay. Shift Z. View through the camera. And place it in the bag here. Like this, I guess. I want it to be somewhat hidden behind the fog, and I'm also not sure if that's a realistic, like if this is going to be, it's probably not going to be too realistic, to be honest, the scene, but hopefully it'll be like a good vibe. I mean, okay, sorry about that. Okay, rendering. Okay, let's render again. What could we do while I do this? Well, I mean, I could tell the animation plan is basically just to animate the grass swaying around a little bit, and also to, well, I lost my train of thought. I lost it. What? Oh, right. To make the grass sway a little bit with displacement and make the camera sway a little bit in the wind, and that's pretty much it. It's like not really an animation, but like a moving picture. That's pretty much the plan for now. Yeah, and the scene will, yeah, I mean, we'll see. But I'm also going to... Well, let's see. What the hell? Okay. Oh, there it is. I don't really like how that is looking, to be honest. I don't like it. I do not. Okay, let's see. I think I have a idea, and it's a pretty big change from my initial concept. So, okay, hear me out. Put this one here, up close. Make the camera something like 18 millimeters. So we can capture the whole house. Move it down close to the ground, and move this one here, like this. And this way we can maybe have something nicer, and maybe let's make it Dutch angle type of. And I know this is kind of completely changing what I wanted to make, but maybe it'll look cool. So let's wait for that one. And yeah. I'm going to... what am I doing? Whoa. The computer's kind of... Whoa. Freezing up at times. I don't know if that's causing any issues with the stream. Sure hope it doesn't. But yeah, I think it's the large number of trees I have going, and that's sort of slowing stuff down. So let's just wait. We'll just have to wait on this one. So nice. Okay. Interesting vision, no? I like it. I like this. Okay. Now if I just... Okay. The house is looking really unrealistic, and I'm seeing the writing on the wall that I'm gonna have to retexture it, which I don't think I'm gonna have the time to do right now, but yeah. Let's see. Let's wait for the render to finish, and we should add more trees. Maybe move the rock here around a little bit, this rock around, and this tree a little back a little, and all of that stuff. But I'm liking this idea much more than the initial concept. Okay. And now maybe we can find a more realistic looking house, which I doubt, or I'm gonna have to retexture it, or I could use a... Do I have some renders with a house that I could steal? Nah, not really. Let's just stick with this house for now. And for the trees, I'm gonna first of all hide this one and hide it from the render. And for the node, for the where the trees are going to be, I'm gonna remove basically all of this stuff. Remove, and then we can. I just came back from eating. Things have changed in a good way. GG. Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, I wasn't really happy with how things were going. With the concept, I don't know. And so yeah, I'm not sure, maybe I should do some trees with use some coniferous trees instead of this, because right now I don't know, I mean the dead trees do look kind of menacing, but my problem is that they don't cover up enough stuff. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. Let's see here, Control T, and I'm gonna use fur once that's spawned, for medium, for small, for spruce, and yeah, let's see, spruce, and that, and that, and that, and disable preview mode, which always takes a while. That's why it's preview mode. Kind of hate how slow everything is right now. The computer, or with the... That's fine, I think. Please. Come on. Okay, apply that. I'm just waiting on it to... Okay, and this one should be quick. And this one, disable preview mode, and go. And now I need to clean up, do a file cleanup stuff. Okay. Ah, of course, okay. Of course. Blender's frozen again, so that's... Damn, that looks, this looks cool. Thank you very much. Let's see. Move this to trees collection. No, move this to a new trees. Trees 2, I guess. Electric Boogaloo. Where's trees 2 now? What? Ah, okay, that's the new, that's the Blender 5 thing again. Okay, trees. Show that. Maybe I should not enable it in the viewport without some sort of proxy. So let's actually hide it again and enable, set the display as to bounce, copy to selected, disable this, and then re-enable the viewport display of the trees. Okay. Please. I don't really know what's the slowdown here right now. I mean, should okay. Okay. Should also expand the area with trees to this. But I do want to go into weight paint and clear up a little area here. And this because we of course need to see the house and and not just have it completely covered up with trees and trees in our line of sight, I guess. I think this is still a tree. That's the tricky thing with these proxies. I can't really fully see what's... Okay. Okay. Okay, let's switch to rendered mode and see what's going on. All right. I just needed to load. And nice. Okay, I guess. Yeah, I guess that works. Okay, now let's add a sky. Oh, and focal distance of the camera. It needs to be set to this, whatever this is. I don't know what it is. Okay. And yeah, I know I should redo the textures here, but not right now. Not right now. I don't have the time for that right now. Also, we need to fix this distant gap, I guess. But first, let's do a sky. I think I have a folder somewhere with a bunch of skies. So add mesh plane. Skies. Nice. More skies. Let's see. Wait, let me share my whole screen so you can see. Display, there it is. Boom. Okay. Okay, so skies. Okay, some stormy stuff, some good stormy clouds. Maybe this one. Okay. And then okay. G. Oh, hell no. Okay. Scale it up. Rotate. Rotate. GZZ. Move it back. Not that far. Okay. Ooh. Let me scale it, please. Bro. Why is it? What's it freezing for? Okay. Whoa, I like that with the sky. But let's disable the shadow. No, visibility. Shadow should be off. And actually, I think almost all of these should be off, but or not. Emission strength 5. No. No. It has to be really weak so that it keeps the mood. Guess this is nice. Do you like to only use Eevee or do you use cycles for some scenes? I feel like in nighttime scenes Eevee is good, but in daytime I'd rather do cycles because Eevee's lighting is air. What do you think? Yeah, I agree. I think I actually I would say I only use cycles like 90% of the time. The only time I really use Eevee is for like a preview render. But, and I know I've heard like videos about making Eevee look real good, and that works, but the thing is, I feel like the time you spend optimizing Eevee or making Eevee look great is like it's like, okay, you could just render it and cycles have a better result or similar result, but to be honest, better result with less time spent by you and just more render time, but you know, I don't know. But of course that's different on different computers. This computer that I have right now is a bit better with Eevee actually, because the previous computer I think didn't really allow Eevee to use the actual like NVIDIA graphics card, and it only used the integrated graphics, even though I had a graphics card, I think. I don't know, but yeah, with this one I can actually render with the GPU, so because it was a laptop, you know, it's kind of restricted. But yeah, I think that is part of the reason why I felt that way. Because then it didn't, on top of that, it didn't even save that much render time. But yeah, I have nothing against Eevee. I just like cycles, to sum it up. Okay, let's wait for that render to load, I guess. Oh my god! Oh, let's switch that back to Blender. Oh, what's going on with the grass now? Wait, why is it gone? Okay, and now in comparison to the sky, the fog is just way too green. Does Blender work well on Mac? That's an interesting question. I probably wouldn't use Blender on a Mac, but I think their newer models, like with the M GPUs, are better, but I haven't tried. I don't know. Sorry, to be honest. Let's cancel the render, cause I can already see the fog is just too green. And I can already see if I correct the greenness of the fog in grading, then the sky is gonna look weird. And also, what's going on with the grass? Although I think I know what's going on. Kind of. Which is that we have the grass spread over too large area. Let's move these closer a little, because I wanna okay. So what's going on with the grass here? I don't know what's going on. Actually, I don't know. I thought I knew. I don't. Oh, it's the same. Okay, the grass is the same weight paint group as the trees, and that's why when I removed the trees, it yeah. Duplicate, can I duplicate? Vertex group, nice. Yeah, laptop prices skyrocketed due to AI RAM monopoly. They increased it to like $500 to $800 more. In my case, whoa, $500 to $800 more. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, that really sucks. I mean, Ugh. Yeah. Also don't, yeah, I don't know what to do about that. That really sucks. Oh my, why is it freezing all the time? I mean, okay. Let's paint this in, boom, boom, boom. Okay, nice. Boom. All right. Now let's select that in the grass group copy, and here in the other grass setup I have as well. And what was the other thing I wanted to do was, yes, the fog was too green. So let's wait for Blender to unfreeze again. What maker are you using, by the way, and how much do you bought it originally, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know if you're asking me or the other person, but I've never really used a Mac, to be honest. I mean, it might look a little Mac-y, but I'm using Linux right now, so yep. Wait, what was I gonna do? Okay, no, yeah, fog. Okay, nice. Here, yes, okay. Let's just make it white. Okay. Okay, and I think after this I'm gonna probably grade it, and I'm not totally happy with it, but it's like okay. So I'm probably gonna call it soon. Yeah. Just have to wait for the render now, once again. So that is something. Okay. Having to wait for the render's kind of a little annoying. Well. Come on. Come on. Good. Okay, finally it's rendering. What happened there? What? Why did it change so badly? What? No, come on. Ugh. Did I accidentally edit the wrong group? The wrong... Okay. Let's... Jesus, I'm kidding. Okay, let's see. Group. Select the... Come on, select the group. That's kind of... Okay. So... Cool. Now clicking doesn't work anymore. Oh God! Okay, I'm gonna restart Blender. Which of course, closing Blender causes... Well, it's a heavy scene, I get that, but... Okay. Any chance you'd integrate Unreal Engine into your project? Maybe. I mean, I did like do a I did do a video where I tried it like it's a while ago, but back then I didn't have a laptop that could render in HD in Unreal Engine, just 720p, or I guess that's HD, but I mean like full HD, and that kind of threw me off. But I have a different laptop now, so I should probably try it again. Yeah, so real-time rendering feels liberating. Yeah, it was cool the time I used it. I believe that for sure. The thing is, yeah, I just didn't have the computer for it. It was a GTX 1650 Ti that I tried it on, but yeah, that's was a little lacking for the task. But now I have a 3070, so that should... Wait, okay, what am I doing? Okay, yep, I misselected this because there's the trees and this should use the group. Hello, Liam. And I should select the group for the grass. And this one, yeah, I think this one should use the group's copy as well, the rocks. And this one should use the one for the grass as well. Okay. Let's try the render again, and let's see how that goes. So, see, because hopefully it doesn't take as long, but I think it's probably gonna take a while to initialize. Which, yeah, I know I should. Yeah. I'm really. Okay. Well, that's just all I have to wait for. Let me drink some. Okay. I hope this one finally works. Good. Let me see. Would you maybe post a video covering the business side of things and maybe share your experience in the industry? I mean, problem is that I mean, I've done some, freelance work and stuff, but I haven't really made it in the, I mean, what you would call the industry, I mean, I am searching for place that'll employ a 3D artist, but it's difficult to find. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out myself, which is yeah. I mean, I have done some freelance stuff, as I said, but that's not the same. That's not the same, I would say. Well, okay. See that render, and finally, once that is rendered and the comp is comped, big sad. Yeah, true. So, yeah. Okay, let's wait. Render's almost done. What's your day job, if you don't mind me asking? So the thing is, I just recently turned 18, so I'm currently in search. I'm writing on like a lot of jobs, but you know, I wanted to be a CG stuff. I did like give me basically until I was 18 to work on the YouTube channel, which brings in some money, but it's by far not enough to be viable as a job. But yeah, I don't know. I'm writing a lot of jobs, and yeah, difficult to find Blender jobs though, which would be nice to do, but I see. The plan is eventually to go and learn something. Probably I have a plan what I want to learn, which is like I want to be like become like a diagnostics technician, motor mechanic. That's sort of the name for it. It has nothing to do with Blender, but the problem is that yeah, well, first of all, I have to learn it, and that's a path which I'm working on. But the thing is, the reason why I'm doing that is it can't be replaced by AI. I'm kind of scared of AI in terms of it completely making the Blender skill irrelevant and tanking all value of that stuff. So I'm kind of looking elsewhere for what I want to do. Seems more safe. But yeah, bro, you look like you're in your mid-20s. Thanks, I guess. I mean, yeah, thank you. I don't really know, but yeah. So, yeah. What's up with the trees like right now? What's up with the trees? Okay. Okay. We're not comping fog, I guess. So normalize, please, God. Okay. Well, the fog looks fake anyways, so I guess not. So let's just take this version, grade it, and then I'm probably gonna call it there. Waiting for renders is painful, yeah, for sure. Oh, monochromes also looks nice. Yeah, that's an idea. I could try monochrome. Yeah. That's yeah. Okay, maybe I'll try monochrome and color grading. I'll just grade it real quick, reduce the saturation a little bit, 35. Here, contrast, pivot. Okay. I don't really know what to do here. Guess I want to keep the foggy look, but let's add a grade layer to this grass area. Inside, outside. What? No, oh, wrong block there, I guess. I'm just streaming Blender. Sorry. Thank you. I'm meant to switch to DaVinci Resolve. Try playing around in Unreal. It'll make a render time even more painful after you experience the full potential of real time. Good pitch, yeah. I will. Maybe I will. I think I should. I think you're very right about that. It is a little, you know, painful, like switching out, I guess, because you know, like you can work so quickly in Blender, or I can work so quickly in Blender, and then you go back to Unreal Engine and be a beginner again. It's a little difficult, but I know the basics. I had a phase like way back, like in in like 2019, where I made like games in Unreal Engine. I think I was 12. Wait, what? I don't know. I don't remember. But oh yeah, and a year ago maybe I tried Unreal Engine out a little bit. So I'm not completely clueless. But yeah, you're right. I should make another video about it or just try it out for myself. I did want to learn Houdini for a video, but that I gave up that video because you know, Houdini, painful to learn. It was really, it felt really inefficient for, I know I was just a beginner, but it was difficult, you know. Well, anyways, so for the grade, I'm darkening, let's explain what I'm doing. I'm darkening the grass here and grading it, like punching it up, the colors, and adding more contrast to the building. And that's pretty much the grade. I know the scene, I mean, it's not perfect, you know. Ideally, I should tweak this thing, the placement of the trees, add some more little trees. But for now, I'm gonna call it, because I would probably call the stream there. So, yeah. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah. Maybe I'll continue the scene and make it into a video, or maybe I'll just make it into a video like this, or something like that. I'll probably do another stream again in the future, with a different scene, of course. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.